do have Chicago starting in the garage, London starting jungle side. This should be interesting. See where teams go off the rip. This mid control is going to be so important, as it gives you two angles of attack on this first hill. You actually had on a huge flank. He went poolside off the rip, but gets picked up. Chicago with the opening kills to get control of this hill, but London on the side of good rotations, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be London holding strong as they're going to be defending laundry side. Will's going to pick up two there onto Prufio and Zyre. So a lot of this early time is going to go Chicago's way. They're picking up the first 20 or so seconds relatively uncontested. And actually, one player is going to be forced to spawn out. That's going to be Garage. The spawns have flipped. Insight wins a huge kill. Gunfight there inside of Kitchen. And it's going to find a second as well into Prufio. And that's going to be the flip that Chicago was looking for there. As they're going to pick up all this early time here on Hill 1.
Chicago getting a great start here. Get the kills, get the time on P1. Rotations coming in now for P2. So you're going to have people posted up on that tree head spot here. But all of London's coming flooding in. It's going to be up to Send here.
It's just not going to pick that one up. It will get traded out, though. Will picking up two. Alex M is going to find one on a Will, and will get traded out by Insight as well. So there goes basically everybody on the map just suddenly got traded out. Oz going to get caught on the hop up there from someone open steps, and Chicago off to a hot start here. As they're just picking up all the time, and London can't break through.
Just some... Yeah, London just struggling to find that front opening here as Chicago standing strong, getting the rotations. You're going to start to see teams start to rotate here for P3. Will going to push through mid-map. He's going to be the spear point here. Looking for those early picks, but all of London's rotating. Great pick up there by Will to check Art, wait for that angle, get the pick, make that two on his side. He's got his teammate leading the side here. You actually have Send is coming around the backside too.
Will's already got an artillery. Is actually a big flank there from Zyre, picks up two. Alex M picks up Sampy as well. Send is the only player anywhere close to the hill now all of a sudden. As here we go, it's going to be a hit from the side from AC, and that's going to be a clean wipe. London wipes the entire Chicago team for the second time in a row.
They needed
Prufio with a triple kill. As well, there's still plenty of time, though, to go here. As we're going to see Chicago mounting up for another attack. 30 seconds left on this hill, but Zyre picking up two. Gonna find three.
All of Chicago just spawned here, too. London is in a great spot. Zyre on a 5 spree. The rotation's coming in now. Alex M already set up to cut Chicago off from getting this rotation. You have
shots are going to go in.
You have all the way in the back.
Yep, I was going to be back here. Is going to see the players here set up. But I mean, you look at London, they're spawning all the way at Garage still. They're all the way across the map. I was going to get challenged. That's going to be Insight coming up hot. And there you go. London is now going to be forced to push through the middle of the map. As you're going to have Zyre moving through Kitchen here. Oz going to pick up one onto Send as the push is going to come through the back here. Zyre's going to put shots into one play. That's going to be Insight, but Will holding strong up front is going to pick up two before going down. Prufio is going to be here very, very weak, and it's going to get tagged up and shut down. As the next one up is going to be, he's going to get shut down as well, as all the players from London are falling on the way to the hill. Chicago with a 60-point lead right now.
Yeah, Chicago's looking in control right now. I mean, London really got all their time on P3 here. Chicago, the guns are just frying as Will picks up three to go on a 5 streak. He's got a minute on the hill time, too. He is just doing everything. 21 and 9, minute 8 on the hill, on a 5 streak, looking for more. He has artillery already, about to get it again as he gets a 6th. Make that... Nope, he does finally get taken down on his way to 7.
That's going to be 3 down for the side of Chicago, so they're going to be forced to kind of spawn out here.
Here comes that artillery. Will finds one with the artillery. Nobody on the hill. Chicago going to jump it. On the flank, gets picked up. Insight left on the hill alone, gets taken down. Chicago's spawning out. The rotations are starting to come in now for P1 with 30 seconds left. There's already people going for map control. Insight with a huge shots there on Desire. Sampy gets a pick on P1.
I mean, the rotations are already coming through over towards Ring. You're going to have London defending on the side of Laundry. This is the side you want to be on. Ascend picks up another two-piece. London has given up this map. But you got no one in the kitchen right now, and you have the 2 push from Chicago. If they hit through kitchen, that's going to be the spawn break, probably, in their favor. As Oz going to pick up 1 there onto Insight there. The new hill's going to pop, and you got a Chicago with a 100-point lead right now.
Sampy is just dancing in the hill right now with that Krieg, putting shots in on everyone that decides to take a peek. Gets taken down. Insight with the quick... He must have been 1 shot. Spawns are coming in for Chicago for that P2, and they're getting hill time right now. As I say that, Royal breaks the hill. With a nice 2-piece. That's going to be some decent time here for London. And they definitely need it, as they're down almost 100 points right now.
Yep, as you're going to have the players kind of moving in from the back here. If you're London, you need to start hitting kitchen. You need to be able to break these spawns. That might have been it right there. It's going to be Prufio going through. The call-out's going to be there. Sampy will be there to get the trade and save the spawns for his team. That was a huge gunfight win, and Will picks up another 3-piece somewhere. I don't know where it was, but 28 and 15, really just not leaving anything, as though I say that Insight picks up a 3-piece of his own.
Alex M with another 2-piece. It's just pieces back and forth right now. Chicago's still in full control. Up 110 points right now.
Yeah, I mean, the individual level right now is just everyone is popping off at some point. Everyone's having their moments, really. As Oz going to fly in, will get taken down, though. As 3 are going to go down from London again, and Chicago is just holding this hill fantastically, which has really been the name of both of these rotations. They've just been solid holds on P2 from the side of the Chicago Hunted. As London struggling to break through this front door, they're going to get their players in. They're just going to slide out. Zaire's going to find 1. Zaire's going to find 2. I thought that was another player. I was about to say and 3. But it turns out it was just a trophy. Well, there's a 3rd, actually. There's the triple kill. As Prufio is going to be on the rotate, and there's players from Chicago already here.
Chicago is getting this early rotation. London trying to make up for lost time. I mean, they need to get the 7-10 seconds left on the old hill, too. They're just 100 points behind right now. Alex trying to find a way through the front of the hill. He does have help here from Zaire. Zaire finds 1. Zaire gets picked up from Insight. Insight picks up another.
Yeah, I mean, Insight just going huge. Also 25 and 15. So big games coming out of the players on the Chicago Hunted. Is going to find another. Zaire will get dropped. Prufio will trade back, but will get dropped as well. So the money hill, that was all the points for London, not going out in their favor when they're not the ones there first.
15 seconds. Chicago can win right here as Will and Insight have just been going off with the submachine guns. The 74U doing the work. I mean, Sen just gets another.
Sen just drops a teammate as well, but that's going to be it. Chicago Hunted are going to take your first map of the series, 250 to 101 over the defending champs.
That was an impressive showing by Chicago. I think the best part about Chicago's play there is you can see they were always paired up. They were always getting trades. I mean, they were getting 2-piece, 3-pieces, but they were also getting team shots. I mean, right as I say that, though, Will is just getting an absolute 3-piece by himself. I mean, before sniper rifles were banned, A was like impossible to get to, right? As we're jumping straight into the map.
And it's going to be an A hit right off the rip. It's going to be a 2 middle push coming from Chicago, actually. As Prufio is going to throw a nade out. They know somebody's there. It's going to be Will. Will's probably down to like 5 HP. But Insight will pick up first blood. And will get traded, though. Prufio going to be there. And Alex M gets team naded.
Zaire killing his own teammate. Now down all the way down to A. In a 1v2 situation. The bomb is up at A. So he has to break into the hill first. Or into this bomb site. Just to get it. And Will is in a great position here to catch him.
The bomb's down in a very unfortunate spot. You know what actually happened there is I think Zaire got killed for first blood by Insight and dropped a nade. And then that nade is what blew up in Alex M's face. As the shots are going to go down, Oz is going to find one side, but will get dropped as the pinch comes in from the other side. So there you go, Chicago taking the first round.
Chicago just in great positions there to make that pretty much impossible to get that bomb and get back to that site in a 1v2.
Yeah, Sen 2 kills in that round off the rip. So yeah, Alex M is 0 deaths because he got team naded. So we're gonna see. I want to see. Curious how these defensive setups are gonna go here. From the side of it, it's gonna be a B hit from Chicago.
Give me the B hits. It's going to be all on Alex to get this information. You might miss them running across courtyard right behind him. He had to have heard that, right? He hears them jump out the window. He finds one. Is he going to know there's a second one there? He's looking, but he's going to get shot in the back by Sampy. Huge kill.
Downey goes in the back, though, so the rotation's on. They know Sampy's just kind of stayed mid. Hasn't gone directly to B, and I like this, actually. Trying to draw out the players from London, catch them on rotates. Prufio's going to be all the way in the back. And he might see both of these players.
Prufio gets one, gets away with his life. I say that he does finally get tagged up, but Sampy dancing around this truck gets another kill. It's down to just Zaire. Sampy dancing on that B bomb site.
And Sen picking up that as he just pops out over the platform, wins the trade. As yeah, we're gonna see Sampy's happy feet here with no HP, trying to stay alive. And cleanly picks up that second kill.
I mean, Chicago in full control here right after that hard point. Looking dominant. London needs to find a way into one of these bomb sites, get the bomb down. Or just get some picks, because right now Chicago's playing their trades more effectively.
Yep, definitely. As we are going to have Will going to be pushed up here on outer. First blood again, going in favor of the Chicago hunted. Shots are going to ring out. Will's going to be pretty blind as Prufio actually has moved up very close to the point. Prufio will win that. So the trade will be there. Send coming in from the back will get traded as well. So the trade's going really well here. Up until that point there, Zaire's going to be the last alive in a 1v1 now against Insight.
Insight on the other side of the map. All the way on B Street.
And Zaire has no idea. The bomb is down. That's going to give Insight all the time to rotate right now. Zaire's still looking for him. They have no idea. I think Zaire is slowly going to clear out enough angles here. And he should be aware that there's a good chance that he's not there anymore. Insight kind of second guessing right now where he might be. Thinks the rotation, enough time has passed and no bomb plan on A, might make him think that it's coming towards B, but he's going to be checking all the angles here. And Zaire has, like, I mean, they have no idea where each other are, right? So the bomb is finally going to go down over towards A, and Insight's going to have to run over there. 40 seconds on the clock.
A nice little 360 here by Insight. It's actually a really aggressive push here by Zaire. Is he going to get the timing and see Insight? He is! Great push by Zaire to go through Eskies around the back and just gets the timing. That was probably the longest 1v1 we've seen all year. With no action.
I mean, they killed all the time just sitting in the back, right? I mean, Insight, they're just staying back, didn't want to commit to a single bomb site. And you had Zaire probably wondering where the heck these guys are. Finally figured it out after. But that's going to be a first round on the board from London. So the first time really showing signs of life here.
Yeah, Zaire on a 3 streak, getting all the kills that last round almost. So we're going to jump on board with him here on these opening trades. They're going to hear the nades coming in. He's going to find one. He doesn't find two. Does get traded.
Trade is there, though. So one-man advantages. It's now all going to be down to Send, who was working mid here, but suddenly his entire team is gone.
London's got to know the bombs here at A, though, right? I mean,
well, I feel like the players that sort out towards A, you expect that one of those two players to have the bomb. Senda's going to kind of make him second guess. Hasn't spotted a player and is probably expecting a flank here. But he's just going to be all 3 players from London are going to be set up here over towards the site. Just sort of waiting for somebody to show up. As Prufio might have just got some incredible timing there on the outer. Might have spotted Sen, not too sure, but the bomb is actually in a spot where he can pick it up and run with it.
He could get to B.
He doesn't want to pick it up, though, because it makes so much noise.
He shoots and then picks it up. Throws a stun or flash to look for information behind him. Not quite sure about blowing that up. Maybe just trying to draw players out.
It's 15 seconds, though. Doesn't have time to rotate, so you got to find both of these kills. Alex M is going to charge out. Going to find one, but the trade will be there from Prufio.
He almost caught them off guard on that timing. He just came sliding out, and they were not ready for that. Prufio had just turned around.
Honestly, I thought they were lining up right there when he slid out. I was like, holy crap, he's actually going to get the most incredible timing I've ever seen. Did not work out that way, though.
Did not work out that round. I mean, Send is 6-2 right now in this S&D. 4 rounds in. Gonna start with him. See what he's been doing to find all these kills. Does look like it's gonna be an standard 3-1. Send kind of playing the back man for his team. Prufio gets picks up Insight with a grenade. Will get Zaire. You actually have one of London all the way down towards B, though. He could get a huge pinch here. Coming up through mid. He actually goes the wrong way around the mid statue. If he goes the other way, he finds Sampy.
We're going to see who cracks first here. It's either going to be Sampy or that kind of bites the bullet here. Sampy's waiting for somebody. It's going to be peeking out. Going to be the first one. And Prufio will now be the last alive as Alex M got queened up as well.
The timing on that, just Sampy staying strong on that inside statue side. Prufio sees one. He tags him up pretty good, but there's going to be some oversight there.
Yep, I mean, Sampy coming in from the back too. So, I mean, the pinch just developed.
Yeah, great teamwork there by Will and Sen to get that kill. Make it easy. Play the life advantage.
That's going to be 3-2 now. Chicago taking the lead. And they're going to be back on the offensive side.
Will on a 3 streak. He started out 0-3. Getting the 3 kills in that last round, I believe.
Going to be a 2-player shove into mid as well. Send is going to be putting in some shots. Did spot that there's 2 players here. His Insight is also going to follow up. Alex M will get away, but Insight is going to push the issue here. He's going to find Alex M. And is not going to find a second, though, on a Prufio.
That's a huge mistake. He chased with the bomb there.
Bomb.
He had the bomb and just sent it all the way into London's side.
They have no idea he had it, though.
Chicago's so
unless you, specifically stare at a body that you drop, I don't think you'll ever see the bomb.
But you got to get on that side now in a 2v3. I mean, that's a pretty exposed location for the bomb to be sitting.
Yep, they might sort of be aware. Oz all the way up top cop here, and is getting a spot. Gets spotted by Send. Send will go down, though, and it's all going to be up to Sampy now in the 1v3. 25 seconds to go, and he's supposed to collect the bomb.
Collect the bomb or get the kills.
Quite a tall task ahead of him.
That slide might give him away as he has multiple people somewhat close to him. Up in that top cop. Did he see him come mid?
We would have heard him. Azaz going to get caught, but will get traded out. There you go. London picks up the round. The trades are there. Just the top cop fight there.
London played that so smart. After they got the early picks, they played so far back. And they must have known where the bomb was, right? Because they were so far back, giving up so much control of the map.
I feel like you should have. Based on, they should have known, I think, based on the positioning, the fact that you drop all the way back to top cop there to watch it from up top.
Yeah.
Very defensive side, but here you go. Another B hit coming in. And there's going to be players charging up with Eskies. 2 kills are going to go the way of Chicago.
Alex M
is going to find 2. Alex M pulled out a sub, actually. He's going to be the last alive. Shots coming in from the back. And is going to get away in the 1v2 with the bomb, though.
Chicago sees this, though. Both players rotating.
Both players are looking to rotate here, it looks like. As they're going to go all the way around the back.
Alex M's going to be at long range here, though, with the 74U. Oh, just the timing. Did they see him?
I want to say they saw him.
They're rotating back towards A right now. This is a race. He's trying to plant this bomb, but they saw him. They spotted him out while he was rotating back, and he gets picked up. That was attempted good story or play right there. As he plays for the information, sees the cross, just maybe wait a second longer. I'm not sure. He can get away with that.
Yeah, he might have. I mean, you probably could have. If he ducked away underneath, because they only saw him in mid, they kind of hung a player around a second longer to look to see if he was going to slide back to the left side. Didn't see it, and then they went for it.
Chicago's up 4-3 right now. Prufio 8-5 for London. He's Getting the kills, just not getting the rounds that they need. Alex M spots one. The second one's going to push him. Great push by Insight to get the kill there. Gets one. He saw a second one going down mid. Insight picks up Prufio down at the bottom of Eski's. It's going to be a 3v2. The bomb is rotating to B.
Yep, Oz going to be here on the rotate too. He's going to be checking mid. No one there. Might actually catch the bomb planner. Is going to. The bomb is... They know the bomb's down now. Rotations are now going to be on. Sampy all the way over at A still. Might get a huge flank here onto Zyre. Did spot Zyre.
What? Spots that giant cowboy hat. Zyre just bouncing around there. Up top. Like he's riding a horse. Head bobbing.
Working away the outside street. But they know the bomb is here towards B. So they're going to stack up. Oz going to have some great timing. There are Sampy now in the 1v2. 20 seconds to go. Not a lot of time to work with. Is going to put this bomb down. This is risky. The check's going to be there. Somehow stays alive. Is he going to chow out and is not going to win that? I think even if he wanted, I was going to be there for the trade in time.
That was...
This is so back and forth.
Super ballsy slide out there. Great kills here by Insight. Just... The way Insight's playing right now, he sees somebody, he doesn't stop till they're dead or he's dead. Just full send, all W key if you're on mouse and keyboard. I guess all forward stick.
Something like that. Just charge and forward.
I mean, Insight's 7 and 8, but it seems like every time we see him, he's chasing someone down. There's a lot of kills across all players in this map right now.
I mean, everyone's going nuts right now.
Insight with another huge kill right off the start here. Kind of being that lone man on the B streets push. The shots from Alex M are going to give away his position. Insight, is he going to come in check mid? Sens just gets a huge kill over on the A side. London kind of
2v4, there's just no one in a position to trade that.
No one in a position to trade. No one in a position to really get any map control either. Is they're really just hemmed in. Playing for a pick here.
Yep. I mean, we're going to see his Insight might peek around the corner and spot Alex M is not. The timing is kind of ridiculous. As Chicago's wondering where these guys have all gone.
Will's going to find one.
Finally going to peek out, though. Alex M now in the 1v4.
1v4, bomb down. That's a tough ass. 20 seconds left. He does get the bomb. He could actually get an A plant. He's going to sneak through. He's going to get the plant down, which is going to be part 1 of a 1v4. He now has to find the kills.
Wow. Chicago's probably wondering how the heck this guy snuck through everything. As you're going to see, they're just going to line up, honestly, to chow.
He gets one. He gets shot through the board there. Doesn't even get a chance to stay alive. I always forget you can shoot through that.
Yeah, I forgot about that too, actually.
I thought he was safe. Gonna have time for a rechow, heal up. So here's Sens that's off the start of the round getting the early pick.
Right through a trophy too.
5-4 Chicago. They could go up 2-0 in the series. This absolute back and forth S&D. London looking for a little bit of life here. Trying to keep the series 1-1. You'd rather go 1-1 than 2-0 down. Alex M is going to see at least 2 players. He gets one, gets out with his life. They try to chase him down for the trade, but he gets out. You have Sampy.
He is out.
Picks up one.
Prufio's going to get caught. Sampy playing a great angle back here, watching that flank attempt. As we're now in a 3v3, it's been evened up. As they're pretty content to kind of sit back, as Zyre's in a very forward position here. I don't know if anyone's expecting this. So he knows Sampy's back here. The bomb is going to go down today.
They don't know he's here. He's going to get one. Is he going to get 2? Oh, he almost drops the second one. Insight gets Zyre. Will gets Ah. It's now down to Alex M in a 1v2 situation to keep this round alive. I can't believe he just gets spotted there on that run out to steps.
I want to say they saw him. I don't actually know if they did. He's going to spot one. That's going to be insight there. He does have nades to work with as well. He's trying to figure out where all these angles players are possibly coming from. He's gun blocked Will.
Just aims a little high, doesn't check the lay down prone position. Great plays by Chicago to take the series 2-0. I mean, if Zaire gets the two-piece here, this is a completely different round.
100%.
So loading in map 3. We're probably going to miss the first 20 seconds based off the time it's taking to do this.
It's a bit weird how, like, we didn't have that problem yesterday. Or, I mean, we were slightly late yesterday, but we weren't, like, 30 seconds late.
The first map today was bad. It does look like I got everyone on the right side. The map count is actually 2-0 Chicago. I'll change that in
between
between
rounds.
rounds.
After the round.
Yep. Will gets one, gets a second one. The nade, very strong there.
As Will's just going to push right into the spawns, actually. He's going to go straight through. Going to find one. Finds a second, too. Will off to a 4-0 start here and is all the way in the spawns of London. As they got to take some time now to hunt for him. And that'll pull players away from the rest of the map. As Zaire's going to get caught again with his pants down.
I mean, while that's happening, though, Zaire gets a kill on A. Stops the second tick from even starting. Will is still going right now. Finding all the kills. Finally gets taken down after 6 kills in a row. His teammates, though, not really pushing anything behind that. I mean, they got 1 tick on A, but lives are even.
Yeah, they really just couldn't capitalize, honestly. I mean, while Will was running amok in the back spawns, doing exactly what he needed to do, the rest of his team was just losing their gunfights. They just fell left, right, and center. So right off the rip, Chicago got nothing out of that.
Nothing.
Despite that huge play.
And they're stuck in their spawn now. Oh my god, Stampy with the huge turn on Zaire. Right.
So yeah, really, I mean, they just don't have anything going for them out of the gate there. As Will's going to be there to trade out onto Prufio there. As Alex M is going to be inside the spot. Oh, just gets absolutely ripped by Will.
That was
16 seconds though.
He must have been hurting, right? Because he died so fast in that exchange.
I think so.
That's gonna be.
I was gonna pick up 2 though.
That's gonna be a second tick into A.
As well, a third tick is slowly taken through here. As shots are going to go down. Zaire is going to contest this, though. Knows there's a player in this corner, actually. Will get one. That's actually going to be it. They're all going to go down. That's 3 down from the Chicago Hunted.
I mean,
Zaire's going to push up. Will's going to be the only one really close enough to do a whole lot about that. It's going to pick up one on trying to get around the backside here to get inside the cap zone. Will get in here, but there's a player behind him. He has no idea. Will go down. Sampy now has to hop into the point. Is not going to be able to get there. London with the first defensive round win. So despite some big plays from Will at the opening there, just not a whole lot they can do about that.
Yeah, it's London looking very strong off the rip on this map. Coming out,
Zaire's going to get lit up like 3 times in the skill cam.
Will just
okay, never mind.
Puts London in the blender off the start, but not able to capitalize on anything off of that whole push off the start. I mean, he's 10-4. Insight, who's been frying, has a 0 in kills right now. Need to see something change out of him.
Okay, well, right off the rip, we're going to have 2 players hitting plane. And London's got a very big spread of their own, as they're only going to send one actually up here. It's going to be Zaire. Insight picking up first blood. There's the donut is gone. But Zaire's going to pick up 3. That's 3 down from Chicago right off the rip.
London continuing where they left off of this first round. Into the second.
They're going to hop the point. They're going to do exactly what we were talking about earlier. You got 3 players down, and you're going to hop. Is the timing there? Zaire might have just spotted Send. Send will pick up 1. Will from up top. Will get naded out by Prufio, though. That's still 2 players on A.
That's A.
That's going to be A.
You got Alex M in a great position here to get kills. They're going to know where he's at now, though, with those shots. He does turn his back to the team. Chicago does manage to kill off London, push them back into their spawn a little bit. Zaire here, the front line gets picked up. Now, farthest forward. Looking for a way to get towards this B site. I mean, you got 2 minutes to work with right now. I think plane control and get kills is all you need to concentrate if you're Chicago. Maybe get 3 down in a row and then push the site.
As a nade will come through. Down to 35 HP as the players are coming in. The wallbang will come through, but 2 are going to go down from London. That's going to be 3 down here. As Odd trades back on the 1. But I mean, Prufio is going to get caught from the side. That's going to be Will again, getting into the spawns, being a nuisance of himself. There's a little bit of shaky there, but Will does come up on top and is finally going to get dropped by Alex M. As Will get dropped as well. So right now, London lagging behind in lives now, despite that early cap. Minute 11 to go on the clock.
I mean, London just looking a little lost here on offense. Chicago deciding to finally get the huge play. Insight's going to get 2. Insight having himself a decent round here after that first round.
There, Sampy is going to catch one on the outside, and now London is just kind of like bleeding lives out. As they're now down 5 lives with 40 seconds on the clock here.
I mean, this is a great example of why ticks are going to make a huge difference, right? Because right now, London maybe just starts to turtle up so they don't lose as many lives. Chicago's in full control here. Sire does sneak into the hill but gets picked up. I mean, you have a 9-life lead now for Chicago. Make that a 10.
I mean, it's now going to be 10, and that's going to contribute very heavily towards the defensive side. And if you go to around 5 here. As there you go, now Zaire in a 1v11.
Yeah, because, I mean, right now, Chicago Hunt is in the lead based off of lives. But if it was off ticks, the London would be in control, right? So it's a huge difference. I mean, this is a great example of why that change would make sense. Actually playing the objective. That's not good. Okay, we're still in. That pause in the game gave me a little heart attack because it just kind of froze up. Will right now 19 and 10 for Chicago, putting up numbers. 12 of those objective kills, which I believe is killing on or around the hill.
Something like that. It's pretty.
But it's also got.
I think
it's got to be ticks too, because Sens is 9 and 8 with 14 objectives. So I'm not. Those are just made up points at this point. Chicago's in full control of the A site. Only one player on the actual hill. Huge kill by Sampy here in the back. You're gonna have Alex trying to stop this A cap. That's gonna be 3 Chicago players on the hill. Make that 1. I don't know if I agree with this. They're going for kills. And they all die. They're going to get the second tick, but that's giving London a huge chance to stop this capture.
Yep, it's just going to be Send on the hill. He's still capping it, actually. London isn't really pressing him at all, as Send is probably going to get this tick. There you go. Chicago is going to get it successfully, so even with the push, they are going to get him. Send is actually going to flank right around the back of everybody. Jokes. He gets caught. Down he goes.
Chicago gets the A off the start, and actually, I mean, I was wrong. I guess the push worked out for them as they are up in lives, but not by a lot as they start to get pushed back into the spawn here. Up just a few lives right now.
Yep, I mean, look on the mini-map. That's going to be number 5. Prufio is going to be heading into the back, trying to get around behind. Will get caught, though. Sampy gets him through the wood panels there.
Chicago.
We're going to have Will continuing to stay out 24 and 13. Double positive, basically, right now, as they have Hot B.
They've Hot B with 3 players. Make that 4. They're going to capture this super fast. Actually, Will is in the plane. That's 3 down for London. That's 4 down. That's going to be that's the round.
That's it. There's your golden offensive round. The one that you're looking for, really, on a map like Checkmate, where the offensive rounds don't come in that often.
Yeah, that was a huge play. They do manage to stack there on that second point and capture it so fast.
Yep, that is going to be the offensive round going in favor of the Chicago Hunted. So now you're on map and match point right here for Chicago. And London, you got to pull out 2 more rounds of control here to take this map and force us to go to a garrison hardpoint. So we're going to see if they can pull this one out.
They need to make some magic happen here on offense. Going to be this fight for plane control off the start. I thought Will was going to stick his teammate there with that nade. Insight gets one.
That's exactly what was going to happen there as well. Everyone's lining up there. Alex and Will come out on top, and they're going to hop a couple players here over towards A. As the spawns are going to be coming in. Insight's going to be in the back. That's going to be a double chow there. On to Alex Am is going to have a couple players to contend with now as well. He's got support from his team. They're going to pick up 1. Here comes Will, though, is going to pick up, and that's going to be 3 down from London.
Send actually got 2 kills from up on this. Oh, it was Sampy. I'm not sure where Send was, but he picked up 2 huge kills. This fight for plane continues. Prufio absolutely melting in the plane there. Lives are dead even right now. You have Insight now all the way back in London spawn.
This seems to be a pretty much a name of the game, honestly. His Insight will get caught from behind, though, actually. So the spawn kill not working out there. Sampy's going to get spotted inside the plane, tagged up. Nade will go out, not going to find anybody as picks up another one. But London, not with a ton of map control right now. They don't have the plane and they don't have A Street.
They got 28 seconds to make something happen. They get 1 kill over here towards A. Sen does pick up the trade. Prufio gets another kill. Just not... Chicago just always seems to have a second, third player there. I say that, but London gets on the hill now. Chicago coming in full force. 3 players just sliding in, challenging. Not allowing any ticks to go over on this side.
Azai is going to pick one up. Sampy's going to be approaching here from this corner. That's a second tick coming through. There's 2 players on this. As Sampy's going to charge forward. The Chow's there. Insight picks up 2. That's going to be 3 down from London. 4 down from London. With 12 seconds to go, that might be the match.
It's going to be just a push through yellow, and Sampy's in a great spot to slow it down. They're going to have the info. London does hop the point with 3 seconds left. They have to stay on this. It's all up to Zaire. He has to get into this hill. He's just short.
Doesn't make it. Chicago with the hot 3-0.
Hot 3-0. I mean, that S&D could have gone either way. This control really could have gone either way. It's just Chicago with the teamwork manages to get the kills. Always had somebody there as backup. Great series.